Welcome to my channel, friends. I'm Heidi with Heidi Sonboul DIY. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about neutral farmhouse decor for the springtime. There's so many beautiful ideas out there, and I can't wait to share them all. So thank you all for being here today. All right, now let's get crafting. I love finding affordable items to work with when I'm crafting in my craft room. So we're going to be taking these painter sticks. There are 10 in a pack. I get these from Home Depot, but a lot of home improvement stores have them. Go ahead and take those painter sticks out of the packaging, and we're going to line them up so that they are the width and the length of one of the painter sticks. So you can see here that I just lined them all up, and right where you see that handle part where that groove is in there, I'm going to glue one of those on that spot to hide and conceal those areas. So go ahead and just put some hot glue on there, glue them down, and now we need to weld them together. I put a painter stick underneath it to lift it some so that it's laying nice and flat when we put that back support on it. Go ahead, glue that down. You can see that support's underneath there now. Go ahead and glue that down. And then now I'm going to come on the front side and I'm going to put two that kind of makes the resemblance of a Z. Then I'm going to go around back on that back side again, and I'm going to use my staple gun because I just like a finished project. We don't want this to fall apart. I don't always trust hot glue. So I'm going to use my staple gun, and I'm just going to staple those right into place. And I made sure I used a staple short enough to go through the two without it coming through on the front side. Go ahead and paint it white, or you can stain it as well. That could be really beautiful. And now I'm going to add on some greenery to really give that spring beautiful, also going into summertime look on this decor piece. Friends, these shutter decor pieces are super expensive, and these pack of painter sticks are $1 for 10. Altogether, to make this project, it cost me about $8. Can you believe that? It's amazing what you can make that has a neutral look that lasts you for so long throughout your year in your home decor. I love a good storage item, especially that has a neutral farmhouse look to it. I found these in the school section from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take them outside and spray paint them white with a satin finish. And I'm going to take some of these stickers that are also in the school section area, and I'm going to just add some numbers to the front of them, and we're going to give it that farmhouse enamel look by taking some black paint and going around that edge, the top edge of this book bucket. I also added some around the sides, and then to finish it off, I'm going to Mod Podge the whole thing to seal it in nice and tight. At my local thrift store, I found one of these old metal filing boxes. I love these things. I took it outside and spray painted it black first, put some painter's tape in a little plus sign, which is going to be a first aid box. Spray painted it white with that paint on there, and then removed that painter's tape, and it revealed the black underneath it with the white on top. This is going to give it that enamel farmhouse look that has that beautiful neutral look. And because spring is here, kids are going to be outside playing and going and doing things where a lot of scraped knees are going to start happening again. So I thought it would be really fun to share this DIY where you can take something like these old containers and turn them into something that is just so farmhouse happy. And I love it because it has such a neutral look. So once I got my stickers all lined up, I sometimes use a ruler, sometimes I use a mini cutting self-healing mat. I just line up all my stickers so it's nice and straight. If you have a cutting machine, you can do that too. And then just simply Mod Podge it down so it stays all nice and sealed together, and you've got yourself a really beautiful piece for your home decor that has a neutral finish. Farmhouse signs can be so expensive, and I want to show you how you can take one of these signs from the Dollar Tree. We are going to give it first a full coat of white paint on front and back, and then on the front I came in with some gray paint, a very farmhouse neutral color, and now I'm just doing some rough lines with my white paint. You can see that I'm not heavily saturating that line. It even looks a little imperfect, which is perfect for that farmhouse look. So I'm just going back and forth creating this grid line, almost where it has that buffalo check or gingham look, and then I let it dry. Now I'm going to take one of these mini wreaths. I picked this up from the Target bullseye section. I'm going to tie some rope on it, flip it around on the back side, glue it into place, and I always like to clean up the back side. I just like a nice finished look. I'm going to go ahead and put on some burlap to make sure it's all locked into place. And then I'm going to add some stickers that says home, and you've got yourself a beautiful sign, and it looks so high end. For this project, we are going to be using these free printables that I've designed for all of you. I'm going to link that down below at the top of the comments and in the description box. So go ahead and pick up these printables, print them at home. And I also pulled a bunch of black and white neutral scrapbook paper. And I picked up that paper from Hobby Lobby. Go ahead and cut out those printables, and you are going to create 4 of each one of those printables sketched out onto a piece of foam core. Now you're going to see here I did a 5th one, but you don't really need a 5th one because I'm going to show you a better option. And I kind of learned this as I was going. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these together because we're going to be creating a box. Go ahead and glue it down first and then come in with some supportive glue on the inside. I like to use a popsicle stick to make sure I'm rubbing it up in the sides, in the crevices, to make sure it's all locking in there nice and snug. Go ahead and put all your 4 sides together, and then when I get to the 5th piece, you're going to see what I do here because I realized it's better to assemble the 4 sides of your box, and we're going to do it for the 3 different sizes because you're going to see these are going to become a stackable decor piece that has such a gorgeous impact finish when we're done. Now you can see that 5th piece, it doesn't fit properly, so it's better to assemble the 4 sides and then take that box that you assembled and then trace it onto the foam core and then cut that piece out. That's going to be the right size. It's off by just a tiny bit when you try to use a 5th piece based off of that printable. Go ahead and glue that top part on and then just clean up all of that hot glue. Now I'm going to add on some Mod Podge and I'm going to put on that first printable, and I'm going to just make sure it's nice and glued on there, and then I'm going to start working on all of the scrapbook paper. So go ahead and cut the scrapbook paper down to size by simply just gluing it on, taking a cutting craft knife, and then just Mod Podge the top part to seal everything. Once you've gone all the way around, I like to use a lot of fun different patterns on it because it really brings a lot of interest to it. I'm now going to do some distressing on it. I'm just going to be using some of this dark gray paint because it's got that enamel look to it. And then once I've gone all the way around the sides, and you can skip that part if it's not your thing, you're going to see that we have 3 different sizes that I've created, and they stack and store perfectly, and it has a beautiful height. Such a fun project to try. Don't forget to grab the printable for this one. I love decor projects like this that are neutral, that last all throughout the year, and it's easy to bring in different colors for holidays, so I hope you give these a try. If you're new or returning and haven't yet, please do click the subscribe button and do give this video a thumbs up. I hope that you felt inspired with these projects. Also, don't forget I'm over on Instagram. I will link that account down below in my description box, and I'm going to link another video here or 2 that might interest you if this one was really fun for you to watch. Thank you so much for popping in and watching this video today. It means the world to me. I'm so grateful for all of you. And until the next episode, bye friends.